This week I shot two videos about a New Year's resolution I have to control my binge eating. This is a New Year's resolution I've made for a number of years, actually. I think part of the problem is that two problems. Food tends to fill a lot of gaps in life. If I'm having trouble with relationships, if I have trouble at my job, food is something that always seems to be within arm's reach. Even at times when I can't afford to buy food, there's always food I can pick from nature. I used to eat fish that I caught out of Lake Ontario, and just various things that I can find. I'm an outdoors guy sometimes, and so it doesn't even cost money sometimes. So it's always reachable, is what I'm trying to say. It's not very expensive in the second place, and. Sorry, I still have that mouth sore, which is kind of my blessing in disguise right now. I have trouble with eating too fast. There are a few problems with that. One thing is that aside from just not feeling full until I'm stuffed when I eat too fast, the other problem is that it becomes so unconscious. I've always wanted to invent a device that makes an alarm every time you put something in your mouth. The mouth sore kind of does that, but it's kind of painful. If I could just have a little buzzer that goes "ing" every time there's something in my mouth, just to remind me, not to make it painful to eat, but to remind me that I am in fact eating, because it's such a background habit, I don't think about it anymore. It's kind of like why I have so many car accidents. I'm kind of hesitating on getting another car. Driving becomes such a background habit, especially if I'm living in a car kind of situation. I've spent a total of a year and a half living in cars in my lifetime. But if I'm in a situation where I'm living in my car, driving is so second nature. It doesn't seem like driving anymore. If I'm so caught up writing computer games that I'm spending all my waking hours writing computer games, and I have to eat while doing it, eating becomes such routine that it doesn't have much weight associated with it anymore. It loses its respect almost, and that's a problem I have. That's the problem. See, if I had to actually think about what I'm doing, sometimes I have other bad habits. And sometimes I'll literally be going, "Andrew, what the hell are you doing?" When I do that, at least that puts a dampening on on the bad habit. I'm trying to think what I do that I can, if I stay up 5 nights in a row writing computer games, it's a very active process. First of all, if it's 5 nights in a row, there's probably drugs that I'm taking to help me do that. Most likely caffeine and sometimes other things. It's a very involved process. But if I eat 10, 12 hours in a row nonstop, it's not very involved. I could still be writing computer games. I could be talking to friends on the phone. It just all swallows. That's my first pet peeve with food. I have another pet peeve with food, which is social situations. See, if I come up to you and my comments about prescription drugs that you're taking or medical conditions that you have. Let's say I go up to you and say, "Hey Bob, do you have high blood pressure? Do you take Lipitor for it? Do you take Paxil for depression?" You're probably going to be very offended by it. But people actually kind of do that with their food when they're with friends. And the other analogy I like to make is that if I make a sexual advance and you say no, you expect that to be the end of it. But for food, it doesn't seem to work that way. And it becomes really awkward that I have to explain to people that I have binging problems and I can't, there are certain foods that I won't even touch to begin with because, it just opens a whole can of worms. And I either have to do that. If I say no, people don't let it go. If food were treated like sex and no were just the end of it, that's fine too. I say no and that's the end of it. But we push all of the boundaries with food. It's not sex, you know. If you say no, you can still push. You know, it's not medical privacy. You know, we don't respect that you might have issues where you can't eat certain foods. You know, if you say I can't take Tylenol because of medical problems, people usually don't push around it. So it's kind of a conundrum that doesn't fit any of that. Anyways, thanks for watching.